So I wanted to update you on my very first appointment with the midwife at Mountain Midwifery. My partner and I went in a couple days ago for our preconception counseling appointment, and the midwife was very nice. It sounds like not a lot of people come in for preconception counseling, but she was had a very positive response. She said it was great to get to know us and our faces before we got pregnant. We had a list of questions for her. The first one was when I should take out my IUD, kind of in accordance with our plan of when we wanted to get pregnant. And she agreed that taking it out a couple months before getting pregnant would be nice, just to let my body, since I've had the IUD for almost 4 years, to let my body kind of get back into a natural cycle of having a period, and that it would be easier to date when we got pregnant, to know when we got pregnant. If I was more aware of that cycle. So we made a plan to do that for early December. We also had some questions about genetic counseling. So one of the most common genetic disorders for Caucasians is cystic fibrosis, so I kind of asked her about that. She said, yeah, you can do that if you would like. You know, you both have to be carriers, and the odds are pretty low. But that's an option. She also just referred us to a genetic counselor since it wasn't really her area of expertise. She said if you have more questions, probably better to go see a genetic counselor. So we're considering doing that, maybe just talking with someone. The second question was about the prenatal vitamins. And actually, when I went into the midwifery center, they were selling my Rainbow Light prenatal vitamins in the lobby. So I was kind of validated in my choice of that. And then she reminded me that taking vitamin D is also a good idea. I knew that was really important during pregnancy, but being reminded that it's a good idea during pregnancy. Sorry, it's really important during breastfeeding, but that it's a good idea during pregnancy as well. So I got on some vitamin D. And then I was also reminded to take some DHA, which I was kind of researching. So DHA, you can get it from eating fish or taking fish oil, but you have to be careful to make sure it's purified so it isn't high in mercury. And you want at least 220 milligrams of DHA. So I decided to get the fish oil in liquid form, which has 280 milligrams of DHA plus EPA and other omega-3 fatty acids, the good fats. So for a total of 720 milligrams per serving. So it tastes nice, mango. Yeah, omega-3s and DHA is good for the baby's brain development, the good fats, as opposed to like the omega-6 fatty acids, which are found in meat, which are not as good. But you still have to be careful with fish. It has the polychlorinated biphenyls, or PCBs, and dioxins as well in fish, just because of our environment being contaminated, unfortunately. So you can get, I know Dr. Liu was talking about getting DHA from microalgae as an alternative. So that's something I might look into. Anyway, I got a little off track. Back to the midwife appointment. Talked about IUD, genetic counseling, prenatal vitamins, and then just kind of like what labs I might have drawn before getting pregnant. And so we agreed when I came in to get my IUD out that we'd check my thyroid. It's just something that you could correct before getting pregnant and could really help having your system a go for pregnancy and not having any problems with the development of the placenta or anything like that. And your hematocrit to make sure I'm not anemic, low in iron. Thyroid, hematocrit, maybe the cystic fibrosis. And she wanted to check my fasting glucose as well, like if I was at risk for diabetes, but I just got that checked and I'm all good. So anyway, all in all, it was a positive experience. I think we both learned from each other, and it's a beautiful facility, and it really kind of made it real that we're doing this, you know, being in a doctor's office and really planning this. So that's all for today. That was a lot. I'll talk to you soon.